Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's almost like we were here 24 hours ago. It's been birthday month around here. You know what? That makes the month fun. All right, let's see where I am at here. Got some artwork to work on today. Special Sunday edition. We want to basically just have some fun with Nira-X today. So let's see who's in the room with us tonight, and we'll kind of get started a little bit more casual this evening, I think. And man, we're gonna have a live stream tomorrow too. We're even, not here. We're gonna have a live stream at the Indie Comics Relay. I'll put up the link on my Facebook thing before I forget. I'm gonna make sure I put that on there. Maurice, what's up, dude? Happy birthday, Nira. Very cool, dude. Thanks, man. 33 years. Can you believe that? Nuts. Ken, what's up, dude? Glad you're with us tonight. Evening, gentlemen. Evening, gents. And of course, a happy birthday to Nira. Thank you so much. So everybody knows, Ken actually shares Nira-X's birthday. They have the birthday on the same day, so please, everybody, welcome Ken to the room, and please wish him a happy birthday. Because it's Ken's birthday. Maurice is asking if you're having a good birthday so far. Very cool. Christopher, what's up, dude? Glad you're with us tonight. I got a little bit of coloring I could show you tonight. Glad you're hanging out with us. Awesome, awesome. You get to see a little bit of Julie Strain's character. I was doing some coloring this afternoon. Maurice saying hello. Very, very cool. Ken says, can't complain other than getting older. I totally understand, dude. Ken saying hi to Chris. Very, very cool. Courtney, what's up? Courtney says hello to everybody. Hello right back at you. So glad that you're here. Maurice is saying hello. Very, very cool. Christopher saying hello to everybody. Very cool. Let's see, Maurice saying that's a cool looking piece we have laid out here. Yeah. This is a piece we started working on a little while back. This is the one, I'm going to continue inking this one for like the first half of our time together tonight. This is going to be the piece that we auction off this evening. So this is Evil Nira looking in the mirror. Athalia, the cyber demon. So this is going to be a cool piece that we will incorporate into a story coming up here pretty soon. And I'm actually, I'm happy to work on this one. This will be a good little birthday piece, homage thing for Nira. Like Christopher says, happy birthday to Nira-X. And it is time to get savage. Absolutely. I've got the link up in the description of the video, and I also posted the link up in on my Facebook page and other social places. So if you guys, if everybody listening to the video would join us in welcoming Nira-X to her new series, wishing her a happy birthday by signing up on the pre-launch page. The page will actually go live during San Diego Comic-Con, which is coming up later this month. I think it's going to be on the, it's either, yeah, it's probably going to be on the 22nd, which I think is a Wednesday. But it'd be awesome if everybody could sign up ahead of time. That would be so cool. Really I want this series to go off with a bang, you know what I'm saying? No pun intended, 4th of July being. My neighborhood is still exploding. Marie says, for a minute, I thought it was an homage to Snow White with the mirror. I think that's sort of the idea. I think that's kind of the idea we're sort of playing with. So you are correct in thinking those things and picking up on those vibes. So I'll be inking this for a little while and possibly starting the sketch. I've got to start laying out the one of the covers. for the Nira-X Savage Valley series. So I think this is it. So it'll be like working on Nira a little bit, and then working on Evil Nira for a little bit. That way we get both sides of the coin. Double checking this message here. Looks like Kat's sending me a message. Just want to make sure that she's good. I'm gonna let her know that I'm streaming. Hey, it's like I'll let her know that I'll be back soon. She had a good birthday weekend as well. So Ken Zazer had a birthday. Cat Mouse is having a birthday. Nira-X is having a birthday. Courtney had a birthday. This is like birthday weekend central right here. This is what I'm talking about. All right, so let me see here. You know what? We're going to work on this on the second half of the show. Let's work on the sketch for the cover first. I think that would be a lot of fun. Start figuring out what this cover. This might actually be the wraparound cover too. Let's move this camera around a little bit. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. My neighborhood was on fire. Everybody's setting off fireworks when it's 90 degrees outside. So let me think about what we're doing here, because I think if this is going to be the wraparound cover, I think I'm going to have multiple characters on this page. I've got this idea where I want Nira-X and a couple other Cyber Angels, maybe even including Malka, you know what I'm saying? To be possibly wrestling down a dino. Actually, you know what? Before I get started, oh, let me see here. Christopher is saying something here real quick. Christopher says, will there be a not safe for work cover for Nira-X Savage? Yes, there actually is going to be one nude cover, and if there's two, it's because I talked Tom into it. But there's definitely going to be one. There's going to be one not safe for work cover. That's part of our tradition. We like to do that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I always love doing that. So the short answer to that is yes. Actually, you know what? Since you're asking me a question, let me power up my iPad here real quick. That way I could show you. I'm going to show you some coloring progress on your piece. Because I was coloring it earlier this afternoon. Let me make sure this other camera is going to work for me. Ah, excellent. All right, there we go. Let me hold the camera up here. Yeah, we have our Julie Strain. Here we go. Let me take out the thing there. There you go. So that's how Julie's coming along so far. Just started working on the background and on her skin tones and all that good stuff. Of course, I had to censor it because we are in the YouTubes. But I do like how she's coming out. I hope you like it too, dude. I'm sure I'm going to be done with it by tomorrow. And I might digitally make a safe for work version for it, and then the not safe for work version for it is going to be up on the Patreon page. So I wanted you to see that, dude. We were working on it this afternoon. So let me put it back on the other camera real quick. Get back over here. Hope you're digging it. Turn off the iPad so the battery doesn't go away. All right, good. There we go. Set that down over there. Excelente. Let's see. Maurice says, for a minute I thought, okay, that's the one we just read. Let's see. Christopher says, that was the question that we just answered. All right, now I'm caught up. Maury says, excellent question, Chris. It is an excellent question. That's part of our tradition. And I was a little bit worried too, because with Kickstarter, like they did their thing with their rules recently. They kind of switched them around, but then they backed off on it. So I was wondering whether or not we were going to be able to do a nude cover. So yeah, we're going to have a nude cover. You'll see it as a mystery cover, or you'll see it listed in a certain strange way. So I'll make sure that you guys know which, you'll know which one it is. It's the one you won't be able to see very well. But yes, definitely, we want to maintain our tradition and have our cool nude cover be a thing still. So that's I always have a lot of fun with that. So let's see. Courtney says the girls wrestling a dino. That's awesome. Yeah, I want to have the girls like all like on top of. Basically, there's one of the main characters in the Savage Valley is going to be this one T-Rex esque looking dino. So this is a mean dino, and it's a she dino. So they're gonna be wrestling. It's gonna be cool. So that's what I think I'm gonna start laying out for this wraparound cover, and then the rest of the wraparound is gonna be like continuing that action scene all the way around. So I hope you guys will like it. I got a fun idea in my brain. Christopher says looks awesome. And by chance, will I get an email download of the artwork? Yes, I'll send you a high-res file of the artwork. And if you happen to still be on the Patreon page, you can also, when you click on the image and it gets big, you can right-click on it, and that's actually the full-size file as well. But yeah, I could definitely email you a copy. Not a problem. Not a problem, dude. Ken says, and Scribe is holding on to their butts. You know what? Including Scribe in the middle of this would be actually a lot of fun. I like that idea. Let me make sure I got enough light going on here. Making sure the light doesn't bounce off the paper so much that you can't see what I'm drawing. Let's see. We'll get Nira in here first. Then I'm thinking, since it is Courtney's birthday weekend also, we'll figure out where Malka is going to go on this piece. And we'll see how far we get with the layout before the end of the show. So yes, Malka is going to be wrestling a dino. Put a fierce look on her face here. Typically, because I've seen the idea a few times of like the main character, like if there's some kind of like action dinosaur thing, usually like the girl is sitting inside the dinosaur's mouth, which I actually like. I like that trope a lot. But I don't think I've seen a couple of girls actually wrestling a dinosaur down to the ground. So let's see how that will work out. We want to do something new, right? We want to do something new. I am so looking forward to San Diego. This is actually going to be a pretty busy month. We're getting the Kickstarter ready, obviously, and we're also going to be doing Fredericksburg Comic Con the week before San Diego. So we have got ourselves a busy little month going on here. You know what? She's got to have a more fierce look on her face. Where's my big eraser? Where's my big eraser? I had it here just a second ago. There it is. She's wrestling a dinosaur. She can't have pouty lips while wrestling a dinosaur. She could still have big juicy lips, but she's got to be making a facial expression that says, hey, I might be wrestling a dinosaur. Alright, we'll start with this, and then we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, hard to believe that Nira-X is 33 years old. See over here. Let me catch up with you guys a little bit. Let's see, Maurice says Cyber Angel Battle Royale. Sounds like it'll be epic. Thanks, dude. Let's see, Maurice is asking, we're able to find more of those big erasers online. You had said you dislike the new smaller versions. Yeah, I hate the smaller versions. I don't like them. And not only because they're small, but they're made differently. It's like a slightly different material or something. So not happy with it. I mean, I've got a bunch of other eraser brands, or you know, like the Stapler, is that how you say it? You know, there's a couple other erasers that used to be the ones I would use all the time. I'm gonna have to go back to those, but they're smaller too. I did go to, gosh, I forgot who it was that sent me, more than a couple of people sent me a link to a couple places, even a Temu of all places. And they did have a 3-pack, but they were trying to sell it to you for like $10 an eraser. And I'm just like, all right, it's just the end of these erasers. Unless they change their minds, you know. Bigger erasers, just because of how big my hand is. Let me show you what the eraser situation is. Let me see here. I got a normal big eraser, more new here, and I've got one of the new ones. Yeah, there's nothing can be done about it for the moment, but like just because I erase pencil off like the whole page, so getting this big chunky eraser in my hand, just this little itty bitty thing. It's just, this is horrible. It's okay for little small things, but it's okay. We'll make do. I'm not gonna whine and complain for too long. There's artwork to be done, my friends. Plus, I'm gonna try these Soho erasers. They're a little bit bigger. See here. Let me compare. At least these Soho erasers are, at least they're a little bit bigger. So for my big hand, trying to erase a whole page of pencils with tiny bitty erasers, it's like, you crazy. All right, I don't want to draw too much of her hair just yet because we have to figure out what her pose is going to be. And we have to figure out how this dino is going to be situated. We're going to have more than one Cyber Angel fighting here, so see that I get quiet here because I'm trying to do a lot of geometry in my head. It's like, which way is her body going to be flying? It's all cleverly covered up mistakes. And I change my mind like a million times while I'm drawing this thing, so especially when it comes to like drawing like a whole new pose that I've never drawn before. So trying to figure out which way do I want to throw the character, which way would she be flying if she was actually wrestling this giant dino head. And hopefully we come up with something that we're going to keep. I'm probably going to rework this thing a couple of times, especially since we're juggling a few different characters. She's like, holy crap! Probably want to have. I want to have the dinosaur. I want to have the eyeball like right here. So this will probably change a lot of geometry here. That's okay though. There we go. Alex, what's up, dude? We're over here celebrating Nira-X's birthday. Nira-X turns 33 years old today. How are you doing, man? It's good to hear from you. I'm glad you're hanging out with us tonight. So right now I'm just kind of working on the what's gonna eventually be the wraparound cover for Nira-X Savage Valley. See, now I gotta redo that arm because that arm wouldn't be dislocated that far up. Okay, here we go. I want the dino's eyeball to be like right on her boob. Like, I see a boob. Now the dinos that I draw are like science fiction dinosaurs, so I do not draw accurate Discovery Channel dinosaurs. I like having too much fun with my monsters. But I do like it to evoke a little bit of, you know, like how a dinosaur would look. So close enough that you know that I'm shooting for a dino, but not so accurate that it's you know, nobody should get any educational benefit from my drawing of a dinosaur. Yeah, we want Nira to be like really flung around, so try not to make a boring pose. I really want to twist her body around a little bit. There we go. We're starting to get a little bit of environmental feel here. Yeah, that's right. 33 years young. I mean, granted, she's a I kind of think of her as like a freaking Highlander at this point, because between all the time travel and all of her the multiverse versions of her that are all over the place, she's my immortal. But as far as real years, yeah, 33 years, man. Can you believe that? From her first appearance in comics. Let's see, Alex says, I'm doing good. Was in Nova, visiting friends for 4th of July. Awesome. Let's see, it was nice, but being a raging introvert, it's time to retreat and recover. Oh man, I know how you feel, dude. I like to travel to places and make a lot of noise, and I like to be in the middle of all the crazy. But then I really need to go home and recharge. You know what I mean? Getting back into the quiet neighborhood, into the quiet spaces. Yeah, these dinos are gonna have technology and armor and stuff. These are some. They're also gonna be like cybernetic, and that kind of plays into the story a little bit. So I will say no more, other than I like to make them look cool. See how far I could twist Nira's torso before it doesn't look right. Let me put her arm a little bit higher. That's the one thing I like about just doing the layouts. You know, it's like you could change your mind a lot during the process. You just keep on getting better ideas. You know. Let's get a general idea of where this is going to be, because the other cyber angels have to hang off of this guy too. I should say off of this gal. So far, so good. As he Ken says, that dino is getting an eyeful. That's for sure. Alex says, "Oh, I also went to an H Mart while I was there and stocked up on Japanese, Taiwanese, and Korean snacks. Spoiled. I can't get around here. I can't get around here easily. Yeah, no joke, dude. Yeah. Take advantage of the location while you can." Goodness, that's not exactly a short commute. It's pretty awesome though. Glad you get to go out there. Alright, let's see. We gotta make sure Nira's Savage Land outfit is all properly tatered up. On here. All right, up to a swimming start. All right, still got to put another little tattered shirt on top of this one. Kind of going for that homaging rogue from Savage, from her Savage Land series. I'm gonna kind of homage that look a little bit. Ken says, "Hey Dino, my eyes are up here." Christopher says, "Artwork looking fantastic." Thanks, dude. Courtney says, I don't think my messages are posting. And you're on YouTube. You're not posting from Facebook. This message posted? The one that said that your messages aren't posting? We'll have to see again. Post again. Let's see. Alex says, I saw that one. Courtney says, "Thank you, Bill, for the epic art debut of our cyber family." That was so fun. Thank you for requesting that. That was a really, really cool idea that you had. I thought it was super cool putting in your pets in there too. A lot of fun. Cat loved looking at the piece. So I got approval here from the House of Mouse. This will be cool. I'm gonna have her other leg like shooting up this way, so that way it kind of covers up the logo a little bit. I think that'd be fun. I always like that little overlap when you do stuff like that. Get it generally where it's going to be there. Bit of tatered fabric on there. Might change the look on her face just a little bit. We'll see. I gotta see how I want her hair to cover up her face a little bit too. Like it's really throwing her around, right? See, Alex says YouTube can be fussy. Who knows? No, for sure, dude. It's like sometimes it is really fussy. Some person saying hello. Super happy you're hanging out with us tonight, dude. Awesome. Let's see, Courtney says, hope everyone saw it. It's phenomenal. The cyber pets are so great. They even, the cat even has like cool little Nira wings. I love it. So I'm gonna redo this hair. I want the hair to cover up her face a little bit more. Like she's really getting swung around. We're going to be covering up that eye in true 90s fashion. Yeah, she needs that eye to get covered up. Shoot, the Dino's probably going to be angry that her hair is getting into Dino's eyeball. It's like you're putting your hair in my eye. I want her hair to be all messy. She is fighting a dinosaur. So her hair needs to be messy. There we go. Get a proper amount of messy hair there. I think this little rock and roll music in the background gets too repetitive. I have to change that up. There. Yeah, I might change her top a little bit more. We'll see how it goes. Right now, I like her hair being more messy, and I like where the dino is at right now. So that way we can have enough room to get the other girls on there. I see some person saying hello. Very cool. Marie saying hello, excellent. Courtney says, I was trying to say, I hope everyone saw the art on the social platform, Facebook. And maybe that's why it blocked. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, maybe spelling it out made it like, I don't know, like it didn't post your thing because you're trying to post a link or something. But yeah, if you guys go to my Facebook page, you'll see that I shared the post on there, so that way you guys can see it. I really like how that piece came out. I'm super happy you guys like it. Ken says Nira needs a bone anklet. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that idea. One bone anklet coming up. Alright, generally speaking, I'm just trying to position some teeth over here. Here. The neck's going to come up here. Yeah, I think Malka's going to be right here. It's going to be the birthday girl's picture. Profile here. Wrestling a dinosaur. have to figure out which way your hair is going to be flying. Yeah, this is going to be fun. You're a little bit closer to all them teeth. What's going to be going on over theirs? As Ken says, yeah, YouTube is weird like that, and they're the same company. It's like one company owns everybody. As Courtney says, this drawing is already so good. Ah, thank you. Muchas gracias. Some person says maybe a dinosaur trying to bite her butt. It's possible. We got to throw in some little small dinosaurs running around in here too. So we got to see what we can throw in here. Okay, you're sharing a link. I can't really click on the link though. You guys can click on the link. You can tell me what it is. See, Maurice says all the savage girls need bone jewelry. Oh hell yeah, that's a good idea. Courtney says if it's a wraparound, it doesn't have to be drawn. It doesn't have to be drawn landscape. Oh, it is going to be a wraparound. This is what always happens with wraparounds. What's going to happen is I'm going to have two sheets of paper like this, and then they actually get taped on the back, and then put together as one piece. So that is the traditional way to put together a two-page spread. Two-page wraparound cover. The secrets of comics. But that is a good question. I mean, a lot of people don't know, and especially like seeing me like start the drawing like this, or like, hey, there's not enough paper to do anything. What you doing there, buddy? I'm sort of thinking that Malka is sort of trying to like open up this dinosaur's mouth. Maybe Mercy is a little bit inside of the dinosaur's mouth. Maybe we're all trying to rescue Mercy. Could be a thing. Could be a rescue operation. It's the Savage Valley, so I got to give you some arm wraps. Everybody's going to have a Savage Valley version of their costume. Coming together. Let's see. Let me see where the rest of this pose is gonna go before I draw in all this hair flying everywhere. I said I was going to change the El Musica. Let's see. Maurice says, let's see. The link is the Zazer clan photo you did. Oh, excellent, excellent. No, thank you for sharing that link. Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm glad you guys can see that. That was such a fun piece. Maurice says, oh, that's what I just read. Thank you, Maurice and Maurice. I fine-tune the proportions like all the time. The top of your hair needs to be in that little spot right there, in order for it to look right to me. Still got to have the choker on there. TSOTG represent. Let's see where this dinosaur's cheekbone is going to be here. Right. This dinosaur is trying to shake everybody off. It's like, get off of me, people. Get your Savage Land costume in here. You still have bits and pieces of your normal costume, so I gotta have like some of the cyber skin parts over here, like on your elbows and stuff. You know, it's just you fighting a dinosaur. Get y'all. Just another Cyber Angel Tuesday. Figure out where those teeth are gonna go. Tom will be very happy that I'm actually working on the cover. Alright, so far. Give my hand a little bit of a rest. As Maurice says, you need to add those baby dinos. I think they are Gallimimus, and they have a mouthful of a tire, or what's left of it. Yeah, we'll definitely have to have some floating around for sure. Of course, they'll be like my versions of what they are, and not a very accurate. I am not a very accurate dino drawer. Let me throw in some more teeth here for the front. We'll see about making some of those little smaller dinosaurs. And we got to figure out what where the rest of this is going. Oh, there you go. That way you see a little bit more. There you go. I drew more teeth. Gotta have more teethages. Jawbone. Let me figure out where this jawbone is going to go real quick. There's also going to be like some cyborg parts on this here jawbone. Parts right over here. I'm so excited we get to do these projects together. You guys help me build all this stuff. This is awesome. Fireworks going off. Like, bro, that was last night. Let's get some little bottom teeth in here so we'll figure out where these little, maybe some little tiny drone dinosaurs might be going. Yeah, I'm thinking poor Mercy is going to get stuck in there. Let's see, Maurice says, if that's Malka, then what piece of jawbone jewels does she get? Well, let me see. She's already got the, you know what, we could put some dinosaur bones on her choker, but you won't be able to see it until she turns around, so you gotta see the bones from the front. But for the sake of this cover, we can put a cool-ass leg strap over here. Let's do that. That way we can see something cool on her leg. Some big claws. I'm glad you brought that up. That's cool. That's cool. Gave me the idea to do this with the leg, so that way we got like a cool, they're either claws or they're like teeth. It is definitely going to be a busy wraparound cover. I want to make sure this one's definitely worth the extra trouble. Love it, love it, love it. me do something. I think I got some artist tape right here next to me. Yes. Look, it's as though I work in the studio. All right, let me put these two sheets together, so that way we get little previews of how these two are looking when they're put together. Got a little white artist tape here. The old artist tape trick. Here we go. Let me do something real quick with this here music. We're going to get something a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, a little bit more chill. Excellent. All right, and that's how I put together the back. So the piece ends up being yay big by yay big. It's weird how the light shines off of the thing, but that is the quality of the webcam. Sometimes I can't do anything about that. I might have to see if we can make a print out of this. It's nice seeing like the rest of the dino's nose like properly. This is gonna be a crazy fun picture. It's like, Nira, what have you gotten yourself into this time? There we go. Let me see if I can turn this down a little bit. See if that's a little better. That way we can actually see a little bit more. Let's see, Ken says the not safe for work cover for this book should be Malka's initiation mentioned last week. You know, it could be a thing. I mean, this is like I feel like this is turning into a birthday homage issue. So it's very possible that this inspiration might carry through. As Ken also says, if Mercy is in the dino mouth, she should be upside down trying to push open the jaws with her legs, maybe. Yeah, if I have enough room, we're gonna see. I really left a small amount of room at the bottom here, but we're gonna see here. I like that thought. I do like that thought. Maurice says, that sounds cool, Ken. We got 2 votes for that. Tom in the house. It's like, what the hell is that? I'm supposed to be working on Nira, so I'm working on Nira. With the help of our inner circle of friends. Gotten some fun ideas for everybody as we push through this here action scene. This might be the wraparound cover that we were talking about. Let's see, some person says Malka covered in meat tied to a thing. Jeez. Let's see, some person said, or is Malka there already? Yeah, Malka's there already. She's front and center right here. I'm sorry. This sort of serving like a double purposes here because we got birthday girl and we also got birthday girl right here. Tom is like, work faster. Ken says, which one, Mo? Both. Yeah, we'll see if we can put Mercy in there. That's gonna be a tight squeeze. But it would make for some epicness. Let's see if I have her face right around her. I have her fingers wrapped around a tooth. Have her kind of arching her back here a little bit. She's got her hand over here. Leg up in the air. All right, let me turn this upside down real quick here. Let me fold this back. I can move it around a little easier. Poor Mercy, she's always getting into trouble. We're going to put a very surprised look on her face. I was telling everybody before, it's like I might want to make a print out of this one. This is going to be a fun piece here. Mercy's like, why do I have to be in the dinosaur mouth? Why can't Allura take a turn? All right, let's make sure her hair is hanging down. I have to remember I'm drawing her upside down. There we go. All right, we got her upside down. She does not like this visit to Dino Land. Let me put her fingers over here. She's trying to hold on to this tooth over here. There you go. Let me get this a little bit closer. You guys can see what's going on here. There we go. Mercy's like, I don't get paid enough for this. Like, Mercy, you don't get paid at all. Let's see how this is coming together on this side. All right, getting closer. Straps on her. I always like drawing the arm straps on Mercy. That's part of her thing. Let's see, this shoulder needs to be up a little bit. Come over here, shoulder. These poor girls are going to need free chiropractic care by the time I'm done with everything. Little Savage Land bikini to complete the ensemble. I'm sure I'll have to do some fine tuning to her. But she will be okay. She will survive. She likes having her straps. I'll put some straps on her legs too, so that way you can kind of see her legs a little bit easier. She's trapped inside this tiny little space here. All right, she's in there. Excellent. Just kind of figure out where Nira's hands are going to go. That's where we're at so far with that. Let's see what we're doing. Let me catch up with you guys a little bit. Oh, I fell behind. Some person says, pin the tail on the T-Rex went... I said the T-Rex. The T-Rex went wrong. So very wrong. Let's see, Courtney says, someone could be flying through the air with a spear. Oh, Ken said Allura. That could be a thing. I don't want her to be like tiny in the background, so maybe have a big featured area for Allura flying in from this direction. That might be pretty cool. I like that idea. All right, I'm putting a pin in that. I like that idea. Ken says, originally you said something about Mercy being in the mouth, but if there isn't enough room, I get that. Oh no. Tom says, and now it's porn. Some person's like, Mercy's like, well, here I go again. Thanks, Bill. I'm gonna have to give her an extra bonus. Poor Mercy. I'm having no mercy on Mercy. That's a bad thing. Let's see, some person says maybe another angel drunk from partying fighting the T-Rex. No, there's a big action scene. I don't think they were having a party. I mean, they would like to. But this will be the actual wraparound cover for the book. So I have to sort of keep it within the storyline just a little bit. Let's see here. Ken says, Mercy, hi there. You're probably wondering how I got here. That little song popped in my head the second I read that. That little. Hi, you're probably wondering how I got here. I'm Mercy. I'm a cyber angel. And I got the short end of the stick again. Three mini series in, and I still get no respect. Yeah, we'll have to do something nice for Mercy. She's taking a couple hits for the team here. Some person says, and you're also wondering why I seem calm. I'm actually scared beyond any reasonable thought, and I cope by narrating my life story. It all started. Oh my God, I totally agree with you guys. Let's see, Marie says, Mercy with a bone necklace hanging off the side. I think I could fit it in there. Let me see where we're at here. Let me throw the camera over this way. Let me see. Might fit. You want everybody to be themed out. It's good. I think I'll just have it like that instead of over her shoulder. There we go. She's got a little bit of a bone necklace going on. That's good. That way she fits in with everybody. It's good. It's good. Some person says something needs to be on fire. Totally agree. There will be some fire here at some point. Let's see. Tom says, I almost figured out the San Diego Comic-Con schedule. So for the numbskulls who are coming by the table, you'll be there on Thursday in the early afternoon. And is that the whole schedule? Early Thursday afternoon. I don't know when I'm going to be scheduled at First Comics. First Comics has a very small window for me to be scheduled over there, and I'm sort of thinking, as long as Tom lets me hang out at the table, I'll essentially be hanging out at L09 with Tom and Committed Comics for as long as he lets me hang out there until I bother him. So that way I'll be somewhat easy to find on the floor for anybody who's looking for me, because I really don't know what time anybody else is coming by. We got a couple of unboxings to do and all that good stuff. Ken says, Baby Malka holds a knife? She could be holding a knife, but I was kind of thinking that she was like trying to, I might even change the angle of her arm a little bit, because I was sort of thinking she's trying to pry open the dinosaur's mouth because Mercy is stuck in there. I'm going to put a little, there we go. Need some more lines inside of this dino's eyes. But I'll definitely think about the knife. That sounds like Eddie Murphy. I want the knife. Some person says, it seems from all this, a parallel universe, Evil Mercy might emerge. Oh, yeah, there's going to be some little surprises. Some little surprises will indeed happen. See, Tom says, nope, you will have other times, but I was holding off until first figured things out. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because their window should be fairly small. Like if I might be spending 3 or 4 hours there at the most, on whatever day it is that they happen to have us there, and then the rest of the time I'm basically over with you at L09 for anybody who's writing these things down. Thank you, sir. Thank you, senor. Maurice is asking, you're going to put Orchid in there? Not on the cover. This is going to be Orchid's first appearance, but she's not going to have a cover. She's going to have a first appearance on the interior of the book. We got some plans for Orchid. Oh, I'm glad you agree. Prying makes more sense. Yeah, I think I'm going to change the angle of her hand to either come down here, or I think I'm going to change her arm so it comes down just a little bit more, so that way she's kind of like pushing up on it on the T-Rex's lip. I think that's where I'm going to be heading with it. In fact, I'm going to do it right now so that way I don't forget. So I don't get it out of my mind. Some person says, how could this situation be made worse? This is a fairly bad situation. It's like, hey, we're wrestling a T-Rex. See, this is why I like these big erasers, man. It's like, and you know, it's the size of it is actually very important. I need a big chunky eraser, but what's even more important is these erasers are made out of, it's a different composition than their small versions. If you humor me into complaining about my erasers again. Yeah, I wanted her arm to definitely look like it was doing a bit more prying open than just kind of like hugging the dino's cheek. So I think this will help with that. Arm wraps back on there again. Pushing up on the dino's skin, get some wrinkles and stuff across the dino's skin, pissing off this dinosaur. There we go. Using some muscle. Courtney says size isn't that important, Bill. You see, I told you guys. All right, cool. All right, got some stuff happening there. Now you're talking about Allura jumping in with a spear. That might be a cool idea. I know. See, I have confirmation. Ooh, let me take a drink. Ooh, I don't have water today. Today I got a Pepsi. Oh, that's the stuff. All right, so we got these guys here, got these guys here. Let me pull this back just a little bit. Let me see a little bit more of the whole thing here. I'm imagining where the pencil lines are going to go. So I'm just like, okay, make sure I have enough room for everybody. Allura is going to be straight up jumping her ass off over here. All right, that's where we got so far. Right? Got that. And jumping with a spear like that just sounds that sounds like Allura. She's always the one who wants to jump into a middle of a battle. Let's get her ribs over here. Let's see, am I going to have her arms over her head? All right, let me see where this arm ends up. Then I'll know. Then I'll know exactly where the other arm is going to go. Now, Laura is a little bit more muscular than the other cyber angels, so she gets to have a little. Going to be the general direction of the spear here. I like that spear idea. I think that's super cool. This arm's going to have to go straight up. She is doing the crazy kamikaze jump. I think Allura is the one that's going straight savage. He's like jumping out the trees. Close here just to get her started. Not really sure what I want to do with her costume just yet. I think I want to throw her arm back a little bit after all. Looks like it'll reach just fine. Good idea. I like that idea. I'm gonna have to play with her pose a little bit more. I think that's looking pretty good. Let's see, Tom is saying, decided to come over here and drop some more information so the troublemakers over here can see as well. Excellent. Hope everyone is following the campaign launch page. Excellent, excellent. Ken says, I'm not a troublemaker. I am delightful. Let's see, Paul says, hey, I forgot about the show. Almost. I'm glad you're here, dude. Awesome, awesome. Let's see. Alex says, I'm a troublemaker and a rabble rouser. I'm rousing rabble as I type. It's like, damn straight. Let's see. Tom is saying, I think Courtney would agree with me that you are indeed a troublemaker. Let's see. Ken says, I see Allura having a bone belly chain. Yeah, actually. Yep. I could see that. It might be, considering she's like leaping like she is. It might be loose fitting, so that way I could see it. Yeah. All right. I actually done a lot of work on this thing tonight. This is really good. You guys give me some good inspiration tonight. Wish the light didn't blow out the lines like it did. It's a little bit too strong. Let me see if it... No, that's still strong. All right, we'll keep it over here. There we go. Courtney says, most definitely. Let's see. Tom is saying that we're up to 95 followers on the launch page. So come on, folks. Spread the word. Excellent. Yeah, we definitely want to hit this. We want to hit the ground running with this one. This is gonna be so fun, dude. I think we could really do some big Nira-X adventure numbers with this one. It's gonna be awesome. Some person says no T-Rex, bad. Let go, or I'll bop you on the nose. Let's see. Tom says, and I'm out. Still working on building the campaign. Thanks, Tom. I'm glad you stopped in for a little bit. We're only going to be we're only going to be live for a few more minutes anyway. We've got a little bit of work to do on this cover yet, and then we're also thinking about maybe putting some ink lines on this piece. This is our little auction piece for tonight. So I think we got another 30 minutes. So I could work on the cover for a little bit longer, and then I'll work on this for a few minutes. And if anybody would like to bid on the Evil Nira piece for the Nira-X birthday special, then we'll do that for a few minutes. Build the campaign, Tom. Build it so that they will come. Is definitely doing her thing. They're probably going to have some jungle elements taking up this space, and we still needed to have some little dinosaurs, some little drones. See what we can do about that. Gonna be a very, very busy week. Super looking forward to it. See if we can get a little guy over here. See if we'll be happy with the design. I might have to fiddle with the design a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. Of course, he's jumping away with a piece of fabric from somebody. just getting a general shape for what these little guys are going to be looking like. Probably have a couple of these guys running around. Yeah. Getting a little hunched over, a little doing their thing. Let's see, some person says maybe another angel that's flung off frame with only a button legs showing. Yeah, that could be a real possibility, actually. That could be a good possibility. All right, so we got Allura jumping out of here. Have to have a general shape for here. Got some leaves or whatever. Got some foliage on this side here. Kind of frame this up. And maybe deep in the background, it's like basically you could see the Savage Valley in the background. So just kind of frame it up so that way I know like what other things are around as I draw in more characters. Drawing some crazy little volcano peaks and stuff. That's where that fire is going to come in that you were mentioning earlier. We're definitely going to have some fire, definitely going to have some lava going on. I like where this is going. Let's see, Ken says maybe a dino drone biting the tip of her loincloth that's hanging down and it's hanging on for dear life. Have it hanging off of her. Don't really have a space to put a drone here. So I got these little spaces. I like that idea. I feel like it's got a. I have to fit in that idea somewhere because I like that idea. I like little humorous bits like that. Yeah, on Allura. Yeah. But yeah, what if she's got like a bit of loincloth from behind her? So I think this is her foot right here. So we can have the drone hanging on here. Just drawing in the general shape where it's going to go. Oh, I like that idea. Yep. Get a nice, cool S shape to the to the drone just hanging on from behind. I love it. Oh, dude, this is going to be a fun mini-series. We're going to have so much fun with this. Some person says, that makes me think of the intro for Thunder the Barbarian, where all the volcanoes erupt and the moon is cracking in half. Ooh, that's a good idea. I wouldn't mind. That would be a nice little homage to Thundar right there. Yeah, maybe I'll have it here. I'll have the moon kind of sitting low. Moon's getting real low, big guy. We'll see if I leave it here. But I think I'm going to have the moon here kind of cracking a little bit. Make it crack in our own way. But we'll know that it's a Thundar reference. Get some rubble, some bits of rock just kind of floating off of it. Yeah, I definitely want this to be a print. I have to do something cool with this. I like this trope a lot. I like it a lot. All right, let me put my pencil down for a second. Some person says the savage land where progressive metal is played all the time. I know someone playing 5 cents. Constantly, forever. Ken says, I would think that they play more rock. Yeah, some straight heavy metal rock. Go the heavy metal route. All right, well, this is our wraparound cover so far. I'll be working on this a lot during the week. But this was fun. This was fun. I like working on this with you guys. This is something that I'm going to finish inking tonight. So this piece will be our auction piece, just in case you would like to bid on this particular piece for the evening. It's a few minutes early, but I want to start inking before I get tired. Plus, we'll run out of time. So let's find out what we got here. Got my brush, got my pen. Here we go. Let me get some little extra light so I can see what I'm doing here. There we go. Always love drawing evil Nira. So we got to celebrate Nira, and now we get to celebrate evil Nira. Evil Nira's birthday is on the same day. So we should do a little bit of homage for her as well. I don't know if I'll finish inking this live, but I will finish it sometime tonight after I take a break. So if anybody happens to bid on this piece tonight, happens to win it, there will be a piece that I do not have to catch up on the regular catch-up episodes. I'll probably have to take a little bit of a break on the catch-up episodes later in the month because we'll be gone. We'll be gone for almost 2 weeks doing San Diego Comic-Con. Next weekend is Fredericksburg Comic-Con. We'll be there. So we might be taking a little break from our regularly scheduled programming. But I'll definitely let you guys know what's up and when we'll be back on. we'll still be posting some things onto YouTube while we're out. It just won't be our normal show. It'll be things while we're traveling. And I want to take plenty of video so that way we can share a lot of video with you guys when we get back. Ken is asking, is ENX shooting finger guns at Thalia? Oh my god. Yeah, that has to, I mean, if that's what it looks like she's doing. That was not the original intent, but you know what? If anybody is going to do that to Thalia, it would be her. So I think we're still keeping in a character. She absolutely looks like she is shooting finger guns. Sometimes the subliminal takes over. Looking into this ancient evil mirror portal that the Cyber Angel's most deadly nemesis. And I am going to shoot finger guns at her. That's the for real right there. Nice little wind down for tonight. Night Phoenix, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. That's awesome. You made it. We were working on a wraparound cover. Here we go. I'll set this aside. You just popped in a little bit late, so I'll show you real quick. We're working on a wraparound cover for the new Nira-X mini-series that's coming out. Look at all this work. Everybody was inspiring me with different ideas. Got a lot of cool stuff going on. Got the Cyber Angels here wrestling down at a T-Rex. It's going to be lots of fun. The pre-launch page for Nira-X Savage Valley is up and running, but it goes live I believe on July 22nd. It's going to go live during San Diego Comic-Con, so we're super excited about it. Keep my hand steady here. There are a couple of straight lines going on right here. Got evil Nira here looking into the eyes of Thalia the Cyber Demon. Which of course means she's doing finger guns. I didn't even think about that until just now. But it is the truth. Now I'll post up the link Tomorrow we're going to be promoting Nira-X Savage Valley on Indie Comics Relay on YouTube, and I think that's going to be 9 o'clock tomorrow. Been a busy live streaming week. So it'll be a lot of fun to be over there. If you guys happen to hop in, please come over and say hello. Definitely always happy when everybody comes over and shows Nira their support. There we go. Almost done with this little mirror bit. Mirror/portal. Very expensive. You know, they don't sell these on Etsy. Yeah, we got a different pen over here. Let's see, some person says, ENX, oh, I'm looking at Thalia. For a moment, I thought I had a bad hair day and gained weight. Yeah, Thalia is a little bit thicker. A little thicker, a little taller. A lot of midnight snacks. Oh, thanks, Nate. You're awesome, dude. Paul says, imagine there is going to be several Savage Nira variants that you can't tell us about just yet. Yeah, there's going to be a couple. I'm starting to see, because we have one or two guest artists with us, as well as the infamous Cat Mouse, and I'm starting to see some of the artwork that's coming in, and it's going to be fun, dude. It's going to be really, really fun. Now the nude cover is going to be presented like a mystery cover, for the sake of I have no idea how those rules are at Kickstarter when it comes to how you advertise like the nude cover, but it's a nice tradition. We like doing our nude covers. So there's going to be one nude cover. There's going to be one regular cover. There's going to be a wraparound cover, which is the one we were working on tonight. And there's going to be a couple other ones that you're going to find out about very, very soon, including a very cool guest artist that has a very realistic style, not a digital style. It's like a very cool hand-drawn realistic style. I think you guys are really going to like it. Christopher, let's see, he says, artwork looks awesome. Thanks, dude. Let's see, my friend, I can't wait to see the complete Julie colored art. I can't wait for Nira-X Savage. Good night, everyone. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, dude. I'm glad you're with us. Yeah, the Julie artwork should be completed tomorrow. So tomorrow night, I'll plan on posting it on the Patreon page, and send me a direct message or send me a private message. Make sure I have your email address, so that way I could send you a high-res copy too, send you a high-res file. So I'm excited. I'm excited about seeing it complete and posting it. Have a good night, dude. Let's see, Ken says, night to Chris. Very cool. Let's see, Ken also says, any cool ideas for merch on this campaign? Tom has got some really cool ideas. And Tom is very excited to tell people about it. So I'm going to let him reveal some things. Hopefully he'll talk about it a lot tomorrow on Indie Comics Relay. So that way it's all kind of out in the open a little bit. But we shall find out. We shall find out. Christopher says, happy birthday again to Ken Zazer and to Nira. Thanks so much, dude. You guys are awesome. Yeah, we only have one piece tonight for our auction fun. Not sure where this piece is going to get published, but it is going to get used. I need to use this evil Nira piece. And it may actually be part of like a story page, because I like the idea of her looking through this portal mirror, doing the finger guns, and like seeing Thalia, the cyber demon, looking back at her. I think that would be very cool. It's like we got two. Essentially, we got our anti-hero and we got our straight up bad guy looking at each other. So this will be for a future story. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be awesome. So I'll put up this for now, just so we see that we're going to just have a little auction for this piece. I'm going to finish inking this one tomorrow. I am just about exhausted tonight. And then when we come back from San Diego Comic-Con, we'll be back in the studio again on August 2nd. And then we're going to continue the catch-up episodes. I'm hoping that we get caught up with the really late stuff. We want to get all the really late stuff out of the way, and I'm hoping that all of that stuff will be all caught up with by the time we get to the end of August. So that way, September, we start with a fresh slate of fun. Paul says, Cat, America, Ken, and Nira. That's 4 huge birthdays. That is, dude. This has been a busy weekend, but good all the way around. We had tons of fun. Kat had a great time. We actually went out to the beach today to this place called Chicks. It sits on the water. She had some ice cream. I had some fried shrimp. Had her husband David with us. Had my dad with us. Little family affair. So that was all good. So let me see. I'll set this one up for midnight. So let's say 12:05. I'm gonna let this one go for 5 minutes. Once I get a little bit of snacks in me, maybe I'll finish inking it tonight. Right now, Bill is tired. But I will put this for 12:05. If you guys would like to bid on it, all you have to do is put up a number and write the word bid next to your number. I'll post the finished ink of this tomorrow when I have it finished up on the Patreon page, and I'll also I'll probably post it on my Facebook page too, because this is a nice safe for work piece. Nice safe for work piece. And at 12:05, I'll do a little 10-second countdown. And then if you didn't want to bid on this one tonight, totally cool. We'll just save this for a later date. I definitely want to see it printed in a future issue. So I may actually put it in the archive for a few minutes and wait until we actually draw up the story. Ken in the house with Bo Derek is a 10 bid. Thanks, dude. Ken starting things off with a perfect 10. Muchas gracias, mi amigo. Bo Derek was a 10, dude. She is a 10. I remember those days. Those days feel like yesterday. Why did the 80s feel like yesterday? Like right now, even the year 2000 wasn't yesterday. Holy crap. That's okay. I'll live in denial. There's no reason for me to do real math. I got 4 minutes. I'll do some more inks on it while we're waiting. It's going to be fun seeing everybody's Savage Valley version of their costumes. Going to have everybody tatered up. let's see. Paul in the house with atomic number of silicone, $14 bid. Thank you, good man. Thinking outside the box. I love it. Excellent. You guys gave me a lot of good ideas tonight. Really love it. That's cool too, because I know that when the cover comes out, like everybody had a little bit of a hand in it. I like that. All right. Nate in the house with 15 minutes of fame bid. Thanks, dude. Ken back in the house with 21 finger gun salute. Oh, very good, very good. I like the gun salute. All these fireworks have been going off. Very appropriate, very appropriate. Excellent. 3 minutes left, my friends. Put a little bit more shading on here. Maury's. All right, Ken currently with the high hand in the house with the 21 finger gun salute. This has been a really, really fun week. I'm glad I could share a lot of my week with you guys. Get to hang out, have some laughs, have some jokes. I'll have to see what live streaming we'll be able to do while we're traveling. So I'll let you guys know. I'll be posting whatever updates I could post. I'll be posting on my Facebook page, and also I'm sure I'll be posting a video or two up on the YouTube page too, so that way everybody knows what's going on. Ken says Thalia really needs a sheer thong. LOL. That could be a thing. That could be a thing. Chris Dehan in the house. What's up, dude? Glad you're with us tonight. 27 dresses bid. Very good, very good. Yep, Thalia is still in pencil, so if Ken wins it, it's very possible that he will modify this piece. By a little bit, at least. Paul back in the house sipping on my 40 bid. Very cool, dude. Christy Hen back in the race. 45 Colts bid. Awesome, dude. All right, it is 12:05. I need to go to the pop-out chat. So, you know what? My pop-out chat popped all the way out. Let me pop out my pop-out chat again. So that way I can do the 10-second countdown. Here we go. Popping it out. There we go. Now we're good. Paul back in the house. Currently, we have the 47th president bid. Oh, excellent, dude. You think out of the box so good. All right, let me get this pop-out chat working here. Why is it not working? All right, my pop-out chat glitched on me. Just a second. Let me go to my YouTube channel and do this again. Go to live. All right, let's pop the chat out again so that way I can actually use it. There we go. Pop out chat. There we go. Make sure I'm in live chat. Everybody's making sure that they're in the live chat. Excellent, excellent. Okay, now I'm going to start the 10-second countdown. Chris Dehan is in the house with 50-50 shot of winning bid. It is a 50-50. Oh, I have to sign into my chat. My chat got signed out. Okay, now I'm good. I'm good. That's why it wasn't working. All right, guys, I am jumping into the pop-out chat now to do the 10-second countdown. Nate came in with 51 states bid. Thank you, sir. Paul came in with Christmas in July, Department 56 bid. I love these. I love these. All right, starting the 10-second countdown now with 9, 8. Slight interruption. Remember, once I get to 3, there's no more interruptions. I stop looking at the chat once I get to 3. I just slowly count down to 0, and then we have our winner. Christy Hannon says 60-ounce steak. That's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Paul back in the house with 64 bid. Chris Dehan with 75. Thanks, dude. Continuing the countdown now with 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. No longer looking at the chat, my friends. 2, 1. Marking it 000 to mark it as sold, and we are sold. All right, let me scroll up a little bit here. From what I'm looking at here, it looks like this is Chris Dehan's for 75. Thank you so much, sir. I don't think there's any glitches, anything at the very end. Yep. Congratulations, Chris. Please, everybody, congratulate Chris for that amazing little run. Awesome, awesome, dude. Yep, we have confirmation. All right, cool, cool. Paul says congrats to Chris. Excellent. Ken says congrats to Chris. Awesome, awesome. Chris saying thank you. Very, very cool, dude. Maurice says congrats to Chris. Awesome. Good job, dude. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm going to write your name on the back of this one here. And I'm going to ink this up tonight and tomorrow. So you're going to see the completed piece tomorrow. That's going to be the new normal when we start the new episodes in September, is that when we have the pencil piece, the next day we're going to have the inked piece. That's going to be, so we're not going to run into the super late pieces of artwork again. Going to have some modifying. Have to manage our time correctly. Manage my time correctly. Nate says congrats to Chris. Thank you, Nate. Paul says, okay, teaching summer school tomorrow. Good night to all. Thanks, Paul, for hanging out with us for a little bit. And thank you guys for hanging out with me for the weekend. I really appreciate you guys. I look forward to it all the time. I know that we're skipping a few weeks here coming up because we're going to be out at conventions and stuff, but we'll do some updates on my Facebook page and we'll do some videos over here, on the old YouTube channel. So that way you guys know what's going on. And then we will meet up again on the other side, hopefully with some fun videos to share and some cool stuff and some cool stories. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Tomorrow we're going to be on Indie Comics Relay, and I'll post a link up for that. And also be probably simulcasting that one too on my channel, just so everybody can have a chance to see it. Please stop by and say hello. and all that good stuff. I'll be there with Tom from Committed Comics, of course, and also Don Chin, my good friend Don Chin. He's also promoting his hamster omnibus. So good night, everybody, and we will see you again here very, very soon. Have a good one, guys, and good night.
Good night, Seattle.